Hello, everyone. We're back again so soon after the last one. This is the weekend review. That was Premier League game week 6, La Liga game week 5. We also spoke about some Tuesday games that took place on the 24th of September. Midweek Arrow game chilo, so we'll talk about them on the next podcast, which will be next Monday or Tuesday. Can't promise. It'll be one of those 2 days. Again, we also spoke about, we had a big discussion on Messi winning the FIFA Best Player Award for 2019. Also deep dive into Manchester United. Again, I know we talk a lot about Manchester United, but what do you want me to do, man? You know, they're big news right now, and it's always fun talking about them. We also talk about Barcelona losing to Granada at the weekend, and the big Chelsea-Liverpool game, also the Milan derby, and whatever is going on in Germany, and so on and so on. So here's the start of the podcast. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes. Leave us reviews, comments, or send us questions if you want. The podcast starts with a discussion on the awarding of the FIFA Best Player Award, the Award 11 that was named. And we actually speak first about La Liga, and then we move on to the Premier League this time. So it's a little different from our usual format. So again, I hope you like it. Here is the start. আচ্ছা অরবিদ,
কি অবস্থা?
এই তো ভালো চলতেছে। আচ্ছা শোনো, আমরা না একটা বিষয় নিয়ে কথা বলি নাই।
কি বিষয়?
যেটা হচ্ছিল, আমি আর তুমি দুজনেই এটাতে গেছিলাম, বাট this was 2 weeks ago. এটা মাত্র মনে পড়লো বিকজ রাইট নাও আমরা রেকর্ড করতেছি টিউসডে সেপ্টেম্বর 24 around 9 p.m. এই মুহূর্তে লাইক স্ম্যাকডাউনের লাস্ট এপিসোড ইউএসএ নেটওয়ার্কে। সো আমরা ম্যাডিসন স্কয়ার গার্ডেন গেছিলাম, র আর স্ম্যাকডাউন।
হ্যাঁ, I remember that.
কেমন লাগছে?
I mean, it was a good show. কারণ normally Raw, SmackDown, I mean, last 5-6 years, Austin বা Undertaker কেউ appear করা হচ্ছে, it's a big deal আর কি. So obviously it was a pretty good show. এবং
I think Raw especially বেশি ভালো ছিল,
especially the tag team match between
Sasha Bailey.
Yeah, that was a very good match. I mean,
yeah, it was Sasha Bailey versus Charlotte and Becky. Yeah. ওই match was insane. আরো ছিল, like there was some like few other like triple threat, Baron Corbin, someone.
That was good.
Ricochet, that was really good too. And Austin and everything was awesome. Anyways, so back to football. Oh, Bangladesh জিতছে ভাই, Shakib single-handedly.
Wait, Bangladesh জিতছে and I am not aware of this. I thought
আজকেটা ওটা তো যে আজকেরটা না, মানে লাস্ট যেটা সাকিব একটা
one man rock band,
মানে পুরা লিটারালি কান্দে তুলে ধরে নিয়ে গেছে।
কবে যে ইংল্যান্ড নক করে এসা,
আমার ইংল্যান্ড ফুটবল কিছুদিন পর নক করবে।
আমাদের ওয়ার্ল্ড 11 আপনাকে আচ্ছা
no, seriously, back to football. আচ্ছা, so the biggest news, unfortunately, আমরা আজকে games নিয়ে শুরু করতেছি না, so because this just happened. This was, আমি টেক্সট পাইছি কখন, late like গতকাল around বিকাল 5টা-6টার থেকে I think আমাকে 2-3 জন টেক্সট মেসেজে Messi has been announced as the FIFA's best player. তো আমরা এই best player individual award নিয়ে, স্পেশালি আমি তুমিও দিছো, বাট আমরা অনেক অপিনিয়ন দিছি, অ্যান্ড আই থিঙ্ক মি পার্সোনালি, তুমি কি বলবা পরে বলো, বাট আমার পার্সোনালি I haven't changed my opinion. I really don't think these awards mean anything. They don't, like honestly, they're meaningless. I'm pretty sure মেসিকে যদি বলে যে তুমি এই অ্যাওয়ার্ডটা বাদ দিয়ে ভ্যান ডাইকে দিয়ে দাও, বাট you get your loss at Anfield back, I think he would take it. It's that meaningless, right? But the only silver lining, even though I personally Van Dijk চাইছিলাম, even though I hate Liverpool, everybody knows that, but I really wanted Van Dijk to win. I think Messi ke dawa is not the worst idea, because Messi's season was superhuman at some points.
I mean, Van Dijk আর মেসির মধ্যে ডিফারেন্সটা মেবি 50-49, খুব একটা ডিফারেন্স আমি দেখি না। I can see a good argument for both. So আমার কাছে আমি মনে করি না যে এটা স্ক্যান্ডালাস ভ্যান ডাইক জিতে নাই বা মেসি জিতে নাই এটা স্ক্যান্ডালাস কারণ আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে লাস্ট সিজনে যদি আই হ্যাভ টু পিক সামন well আমার ডিফেন্ডার বায়াস আছে বিকজ আমি একটা ডিফেন্ডার সো I wanted Van Dijk to win but Messi's number it's hard to argue against you know it's not like Modric ঠিক আছে Modric জিতছে there were like 3-4 people যারা মানে even Messi পর্যন্ত last year probably has a better argument than Modric but equal argument okay equal argument but
not Messi it was last year
Ronaldo Griezmann Salah I mean not Salah sorry Mbappe even Salah anyway so this I mean এই বছরে উইন মোটেই কন্ট্রোভার্সিয়াল না আমার কাছে স্টিল আমি চাইছিলাম ভ্যান ডাইক জিতুক কারণ আমার ডিফেন্ডারদের প্রতি একটা সফট কর্নার আছে বিকজ আমি লাইক আই থিঙ্ক ডিফেন্ডারদের মানে পারফরমেন্স অথবা ডিফেন্ডারদের ওভারঅল কন্ট্রিবিউশন কিছুটা ওভারলুকড সেন্টার ব্যাক স্পেশালি দ্যাটস ওয়াই তোমার কি মনে হয় মানে কিন্তু মেসির ফার্স্ট ভোটটা পাইছে I thought Mane was really underrated this year.
I think there was a like obviously Messi Mane against a খেলছে এবং Mane against a খেলে like Messi saw how good Mane is and Mane is very good. So that influence like if you তুমি Ronaldo vote দিতে দাও Ronaldo কিন্তু De Jong are deleter জন্য vote দিছে am I right? I'm not sure.
আর Mbappe.
It's because Ronaldo played against De Jong and delete I think that played আর Van Dijk বোধহয় Messi দিছে because Messi
Van Dijk Messi দিছে Messi Mane Salah মানে বেসিক তো টিমমেট আর
so I think যেসব প্লেয়ার যাদের এগেইনস্টে খেলছে there's
খেলছে অথবা নিজের টিমের প্লেয়ার দেখে ভোট দিছে that's pretty much what it is
and I think I understand যে অনেক মানুষ argument about Ronaldo being third but that is nothing compared to World 11 যেটাতে
oh my god
there's no Bernardo Silva there's no
how about there's some Modric
there's Modric
Marcelo is not Marcelo their first choice center back sorry wing right left back sorry left back ছিল না লাস্ট ইয়ারে অনেকটা সময় স্কলারি আন্ডারে আর Marcelo ওয়ার্ল্ড 11 এ ছিল আচ্ছা I mean I wonder people মানে মানুষজন যারা ভোট দেয় like pro professional তারা মানে like কি সার্কামস্টেন্সেসে ওরা এই ভোটগুলো দেয় আসলে like একটা প্লেয়ার খেলেও না নিজের টিমে সে ওয়ার্ল্ড 11
I think this it's just a joke. It's just an absolute joke. Like I'm surprised people like Zidane wasn't in the best 11 or like I'm pretty sure Zidane, Mota Ronaldo, jaderke diba like they would be ahead of like anybody else. It's just ridiculous.
Quick word women's world player of the year. Deserved?
Yeah, why not?
Alex Morgan?
Yeah, in my opinion I'm not against like I think
আমার মনে হয় Rapinoe probably better player ছিল ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপে
but Morgan was a very crucial part I mean women's world cup মানে পুরো women's football যে আমি পুরো বছর follow
আমরা তো
I won't pretend like আমি just world cup টা মোটামুটি তাও like follow করছি যেটা especially US games গুলি বেশি দেখা হইছে আমার actually অন্য গেম গুলো তো আমার দেখা হয়নি so overall I think there was an argument for Norwegian playerটা যে Ada Hederberg or
Ada
yeah so she there was an argument for her I think
not playing in the World Cup is a big deal though
I think Lyon হয়ে তো
Champions League জিতছে but not playing in the World Cup is a big deal কারণ women's football এ আমার মনে হয় World Cup এর সাথে বাকি টুর্নামেন্টের গ্যাপ অনেক হিউজ মানে অন্যান্য টুর্নামেন্ট we don't even follow it মানে আমরা অনেক ফুটবল ফলো করি but আমরাও probably follow করি না এভাবে so
I think honestly it was between
I think Rapinoe Morgaনের মধ্যে ছিল এটাই আমি just আমার মনে হয় Rapinoe deserved it more than Morgan but Morgan জিতলো খারাপ হতো না but আমার মনে হচ্ছে Rapinoe was a more crucial player for US in the World Cup
I think also
Rose Lavelle right
yeah
Rose Lavelle probably খুবই crucial player ছিল World Cup
she's good midfielder like she's one of the most smoothest midfielders I've seen
but very underrated I feel like underrated anyway আচ্ছা যাই হোক back to field
okay so yeah just last word on the best 11 Ramos was there too even though I would say Ramos was probably Real Madrid even actually Real Madrid their best player Ramos ছিল it was Benzema last এক বছর
100% Benzema I mean
yeah
সবাই পাপা পেরে জোকস করতেছে মানে
হ্যাজার্ড গর্ডেন
আচ্ছা হ্যাজার্ডের তো তাও একটা আর্গুমেন্ট আছে বিকজ হি ওয়াজ ইন চেলসি হি প্লেড ওয়েল
হ্যাজার্ড যদি চেলসিতে থাকতো এখনো তো কি ধুকতো
আই থিংক হ্যাজার্ড পাইতে পারতো তাও আই উডন্ট বাট ওই তিনজনের একজনও না নো ওয়ে রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ যে সিজন গেছে ইভেন দ্য মোস্ট ডাই হার্ড রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ ফ্যান উইল টেল ইউ যে none of them deserved it, you know.
হ্যাঁ আর honestly রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ থেকে 3টা প্লেয়ার which is like লিভারপুলের থেকে মাত্র একটা which is also hilarious ম্যান সিটির তো কেউই নাই সো
লিভারপুলের দুইটা মনে হয় বেকার
অ্যালিসন আছে বাট ম্যান সিটির একটাও নাই which is
ম্যান সিটি আসলে victimized
like Sterling Silva is pathetic
ম্যান সিটি খুব ব্যাড like seriously sad ম্যান সিটি একটা প্লেয়ার নাই আচ্ছা anyway
so আমরা যেহেতু বেস্ট প্লেয়ার মেসি so again Messi deserving we agree
I think he deserves it.
Yeah, I'll give it to Messi. Messi is awesome.
It's just his Messi because people want what 100 goals, 30 assists, 91 goal dile hoy ek season e ek bochore ja hoy ar ki.
Plus, last season I think he did 50 plus anyway.
Etai mane 91 goal dile ek bochore ar ki people get spoiled. They expect you to hit 90 goals.
I think the expectation it wasn't the number of goals. It's more like
Champions League.
Like away games especially like and আমরা মাত্র Barcelona away game the কথা বলতেছি but like away তে like it's just insane it's like Champions League anyway so আমরা যেহেতু বলতেছি so you might as well start with La Liga so Barcelona lost 2-0 Granada is just কি বলবো as another away defeat টানা 3টা এই সিজনে শুরুতেই and Barcelona it's anyways আচ্ছা আমি একটা পয়েন্ট বলি so because আমরা বা আমি একজন অনেস্ট জার্নালিস্ট অরবিদ হাসতেছে যে আমি অনেস্টলি সবাইকে অলরেডি বলে ফেলছি যে আমরা এটা রেকর্ড করতেছি টিউসডে রাতের বেলা তার মানে অলরেডি বার্সেলোনা ভিলারিয়ালের সাথে খেলাটা হয়ে গেছে আমি কিন্তু ইজিলি আমরা প্রিটেন্ড করতে পারতাম যেটা আমরা মানডেতে রেকর্ড করছি যেই কারণে আমরা বার্সেলোনাকে পুরো ধুয়ে দেওয়ার একটা অপরচুনিটি মিস করছি আর কি আসলে এটা মিস করছি সো অলমোস্ট স্যাড যে আজকে বার্সেলোনা জিতছে অথবা আজকে ওদের খেলা ছিল বাট টেকিং ভিলারিয়াল গেমে আমরা আসতেছি পরে সমস্যা নেই বাট আওয়েতে বার্সেলোনা কি হয় I have no idea man this guy is Valverde is I'm finally agreeing to the fact যে অনেক বার্সেলোনা ফ্যান আমাকে বলছে মাসের পর মাস this guy is actually fucking clueless and
finally proven
maybe not as clueless as somebody else আমরা যেটা আসবো একটু পর
I have hard time containing my laugh আচ্ছা বলো
আচ্ছা yeah so like I don't know you take over আমার কিছু বলার নাই
না I mean আমার কিছু বলার নাই man Barcelona the goal they conceded মানে losing ball in opponent third মানে final নিজেদের বক্সের কাছে বল হয়েছে ভিদালের হ্যান্ডবল like silly goal literally এবং কি বলবো I mean you have to give some time also if Messi comes back যদি Messi fully fit থাকে I think he can take over but at this point I mean it's sad যে এতগুলো প্লেয়ার থাকার পরও বার্সেলোনার মানে এরকম মানে মেসির অ্যাবসেন্স এতটাই হার্ড করতেছে এবং
Messi also second half পুরোটা খেলছে but আওয়েতে এখনো গোল দেয় না
okay so you can clearly see Messi is not fully fit probably আচ্ছা আমি আজকে খেলাটা নিয়ে বলা উচিত না ভিলারিয়াল বাট আজকেও তো মেসি ইনজুর্ড হয়ে উঠে গেল that kind of proves I think ওরা রাশ করতেছে মেসিকে which is bad I mean এতদিন চ্যাম্পিয়ন্স লিগের অ্যাওয়ে পারফরম্যান্স বাজে ছিল লা লিগাতে অ্যাটলিস্ট বলা যেত যে না ঠিক আছে লা লিগাতে বার্সেলোনা স্টিল দ্য কিং দ্য আলফা বাট এখন যে অবস্থা দেখতেছি I mean can I say this is probably their worst start since 95 so tough times for them I mean I don't know Messi would be out for like another 2 games
so shocking stats first half of Barcelona no shots on target which is insane they didn't even have a shot off target first half second half they had one shot on target
that's even Messi
that was Messi
ওই শটটা আমি দেখছি ওইটাই একমাত্র শট ছিল যেটা
ওটা একমাত্র on target literally not kidding and like all this
by the way what happened to Suarez he's like way past it ওর খেলা দেখতে তাই মনে হয়
I
আমার।
think Suarez Nou Camp ছাড়া খেলতে পারে না or something.
তুমি একটা ভালো পয়েন্ট বলছো, সুয়ারেজের আসলে আগেই প্রবাবলি বার্সেলোনা সেল করা উচিত ছিল,
But করে
বেশি
নাই
করতে
because
পারেনি আর কি। হ্যাঁ, বাট
Messiর friends and family কোটায় Suarez এখনো Barcelona. And this is sad because to be জানো যে I'm a huge Luis Suarez fan. Even Liverpool at time থেকে like I remember when a lot of
he was a despicable human being.
he was like whatever. আচ্ছা যাই হোক, so Suarez like I've always been a big fan of Luis Suarez.
But
And
as a player, obviously.
as a player, yeah. And it's pathetic what has happened to this guy. It's just insane.
ওই দিন ওর খেলা দেখে মনে হচ্ছে he just should move to MLS. মানে খুবই বাজে ছিল ওই দিন, মানে স্লপি কন্ট্রোল, প্রত্যেকটা অ্যাটাক ডিস্ট্রয় করছে লিটারালি মিডল, লাইক সুয়ারেজের কাছে বল জমানো হচ্ছে অ্যাটাক শেষ, ওখানেই অ্যাটাকটা শেষ হয়ে গেল।
Anyway, so last word about this game. Shout out to Angel Herrera, former NYCFC player.
Oh yes.
So he contributed.
He's really good, encouraging.
Granada striker মানে number 9 কে জানো?
Okay. Wait.
Tottenham's former glory.
Oh, Soldado.
Roberto Soldado.
Okay.
So yeah, I like our Spain এর এইসব গেমগুলি দেখতে খুব মজা লাগে because like হঠাৎ একটা প্লেয়ার দেখা যায় যে লাইক ও এখানে খেলে, আমি তো ভুলে গেছিলাম যে এই প্লেয়ার যে এখনো ফুটবল খেলে। সো আমার এই গেম দেখার সময় অ্যাটলিস্ট দুইজন আসছে যে ও সোলদাদো মনে আছে, ও হ্যাঁ টটেনহাম যে জ্বালাইছে, ও ইয়াঙ্গেল হেরেরা আছে। Let's move on. আচ্ছা অ্যাথলেটিকো, let's just
wait, Barca Villarreal, any word?
Barca Villarreal তো আমি দেখি না actually. আমি even highlights দেখি না. I just know that Barcelona were 2-0 up after 15 minutes. Messi went off injured.
45 minutes.
Like Villarreal scored. So it was
Granada, by the way, আজকে draw করছে এবং Granada is in number 1 position.
So yeah,
we'll talk about the table after everything. Let's just recap the game first.
হ্যাঁ, টেবিল গ্রানাদা কিন্তু বার্সেলোনাকে হারানোর পর they were top of the table by the way. পরে থার্ডে নামছিল, এখন কি অবস্থা আমি
এখন অ্যাকচুয়ালি ফার্স্টে আছে, বাট they played one game more. না অ্যাকচুয়ালি তারা থার্ডে ছিল, বিলবাও ফার্স্টে ছিল, আজকে এক পয়েন্টের কারণে ওরা টপে আসতে পারছে। Anyway, আচ্ছা অ্যাথলেটিকো গেমে let's move to Atletico's draw.
Very boring 0-0 draw. I think almost every 0-0 draw is sort of boring, but Atletico at home
2 point lost.
And আমরা অ্যাথলেটিকোর ফরওয়ার্ড লাইন নিয়ে এত ভালো কথা বলছিলাম, তাই না? It's sad. I didn't like, first of all, last game lost 2-0 to
Sociedad away.
তারপরে ইউভেন্টাসের সাথে 2-2 draw. Which was okay, but you're thinking like, oh, Atletico, they're supposed to be defensively solid. But at least, okay, so defensively solid, but at least they're scoring goals. Like, or not scoring goals as in like, whatever. At least their forward line, they have a good forward line that can bail them out. But a game and the defense was there, but they kept a clean sheet, but no goals to show. Atletico best player this season by easily Kieran Trippier.
Thomas Partey.
Like I think Trippier is their biggest hope for a goal almost every single time. I think anytime Atletico খেলা like if something's happening, is usually through the right, and it's making something. Yeah. So I mean, it's not bad. Trippier is he's
a decent wing back. It's not like 2 বছর last 1 year কি হলো এটা দিয়ে তো জাজ করা।
England is starting right back ছিল World Cup এ, and England had a decent World Cup. So
anyway, Sevilla Real Madrid.
So huge win for Zidane.
Lopetegui is Sevilla's coach, by the way.
And Sevilla was top of the table before the game.
Sevilla has no shot on target on that game, by the way.
Which is sad at being at home.
Ejoni Courtois, by the way, after February, recorded his first clean sheet in 6 months.
After 57 games or something. Which is,
57 games to February থেকে আগে, I guess.
No, wait, I'm ভুল বলছি।
I heard like 6 months or something. February te probably.
I'm not.
The funny thing হচ্ছে Sevilla has 0 shot on target, so not so hard when কোনো shotই target-এ থাকে না আর কি।
So this was a weird one basically. I mean honestly I didn't expect Real Madrid to get a win. I was thinking যে Real Madrid যদি কোনো মতে,
আমরা তো তার আগের উইকেই বললাম যে Real Madrid crisis, আমি ইভেন বলেও দিছি যে রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ টপ 4 এর বাইরেও থাকতে পারে, বাট দ্যাট উইন ওয়াজ নেসেসারি।
Huge win.
জিদানের উপর প্রেসার বিল্ড করতেছিল, সো but the thing is, win is a great win. Sevilla মাঠে win is important. I mean, 3 points in Sevilla, it doesn't matter how you get it, you know. You get 3 points, that's good. I mean, আমি বলতে চাইছিলাম যে Sevilla Real Madrid wasn't that convincing, but Sevilla মাঠে I think to win convincingly 3 point nilo, that's a big 3 point.
Ajay, quickly, so let's just mention why
আমার কাছে Sevilla একটা প্রবলেম, Sevilla একটা জিনিস মনে হয়েছে, Sevilla could have gone for it. I thought they put a little more respect to their opponent.
That's true, because Sidlo, I was listening to Sidlo, and for me personally, Sidlo is the greatest journalist ever. So Sidlo was saying the same thing. He was surprised Jay Lopetegui didn't go for it. But anyways, few points. Benzema, our brother from another mother, scored. This guy is just like, he's Mr. Real Madrid now. I think Amra Benzema can Mr. Real Madrid tag at least dito. I think he deserves it. The other one was
most underrated player.
Oh, obviously. And we should mention Kano Zidane pressure ato beshi. It's mainly because Mourinho is waiting in the wings. I think this is being reported everywhere. Guillaume Balage. I know a lot of people don't like Guillaume Balage, but I listen to him on BBC sometimes. And he was adamant it's only a matter of time kohon Mourinho takes over Real Madrid, because
Balage is hit or miss though.
It's not just Balage though. And it's a lot of people who mentioned this, and I think Guardiano, they were talking about it. And maybe Amar Balage mentioned Cordo wasn't the right idea, but there are a lot of sources. It's not just him. It's not just.
I get it. Amar kache mone hoy je Zidane, the only good thing Zidane could have is Zidane was a club legend. এবং এইটা I think it can save Zidane, because অনেক কোচই রিয়াল মাদ্রিদে এরকম প্রোটেকশন পাবে না জিদান যেরকম পাইছে আর কি।
I think Perez really likes Mourinho.
Perez এবং ফ্যানরাও probably still likes Zidane a lot. I know Real Madrid fans are demanding, কিন্তু still I think Zidane is very liked.
I honestly think যদি সেভিয়ার কাছে হারতো, and if it was like PSG game এর মতন, like something like 3-0 against Sevilla, I think there was a possibility Monday morning he was gone, and there was a distinct possibility. Anyways, moving on.
Let's talk about the table.
Let's talk about the table. Yes, right. So table changed a little bit. So Granada top of the table right now. Second is Bilbao. Bilbao, by the way. So Athletic Bilbao, one of the oldest clubs in Spain. Yeah, the only team not relegated other than Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Fourth highest league jits, I guess, or third. I don't remember.
Only one goal conceded after 5 games. So defensively very solid. I think Valverde, or the former coach,
they learned from Valverde.
Because Valverde or নিজের team এখন শিখাতে পারতেছে না। So it's the top of the table, and after 5 games it's hard. So Sevilla in 6th right now, Atletico in 7th. So Atletico is the sad one. Atletico had a 5-point lead over both Real Madrid and Barcelona after 3 games. Now Real Madrid is actually point.
I mean 4 point Real Madrid or 5 point Barcelona.
Oh, so yeah, 4 point Real Madrid, 5 point Barcelona. এখন উল্টা Real Madrid এখন 1 point আগে, and Barcelona আজকে জিতার has caught up basically. আচ্ছা Barcelona actually on 4th. So
new Arsenal.
Barcelona, I would have so sad, like Barcelona যখন 9th ছিল or whatever. It would have been funny talking about Barcelona relegation, whatever. Anyways, moving on, let's go to England.
Okay.
So do you want to start off with Chelsea Liverpool, or
Liverpool Chelsea? Definitely the biggest game of the week. I know our favorite team is waiting, but let's start with Liverpool.
So তোমার VAR নিয়ে কি বলবা?
But that was offside.
Is VAR winning football? No, I'm just kidding. আমরা আর VAR নিয়ে কথা বলবো না।
So but আমি তো নিজেও VAR এর উপর বিরক্ত কিছুটা, কারণ ওরা বেসিক্যালি ফুটবলের রুল ঠিকভাবে ইমপ্লিমেন্ট করে না রেফারিরা। আমি একদিন টার স্টেগেন লাইন থেকে আগে আসলো, নাথিং হ্যাপেন্ড। আমি বলতেছি তো, মানে ফুটবল রেফারিং কনসিস্টেন্সি নাই, সেখানে VAR তো অনেক দূরের কথা। যাই হোক, VAR বাদ, লেটস টক অ্যাবাউট দ্য গেম।
So this was Liverpool's first away win against the top 6 side since 2015, I think. And 2015 Chile was Stamford Bridge. I think a lot of people made a big deal out of this. Klopp top 6 against away to জিততে পারে না but I have a point like I really want to like I know this is not a big deal but
I want to.
point,
Okay, go ahead.
I really want to make this point যে লিভারপুলের টপ 6 অপোনেন্টের স্টেডিয়াম হচ্ছে হলো ওল্ড ট্র্যাফোর্ড এমিরেটস স্ট্যামফোর্ড ব্রিজ ইতিহাদ and Tottenham ওই যেখানে খেলে Tottenham Wembley whatever White Hart Lane these are এইসব স্টেডিয়ামে যে জিতা is getting 3 points is not easy so if you're going there you're getting draws and maybe losing one or two a season it's not really a bad result in my opinion
এবং লিভারপুল probably লিভারপুল মানে they didn't get thrashed under Klopp like এরকম হয়নি like 3-4-0 তে হারছে কোন টিমের সাথে I doubt it.
মনে পড়তেছে না আর্সেনাল
especially last season I think Arsenal ওরা thrash করছে 4-0 তে Anfield এ
উল্টা হতে হয়েছে মনে আসতেছে না but yeah I can't remember so maybe you're right
I mean I even Man City তো 2-1 হারছে last season I think 2-1 হারছে they almost scored remember like it was like that close to winning
34 millimeters
so no obviously I mean it are probably too much মানে people making too much out of it
so yeah like other than the game I think to be tactically to কথা বলো সমস্যা নেই but this is a big win for Liverpool because Manchester City 5 point down so Manchester City is 5 point down and they're thinking oh Chelsea is going away to Stamford Bridge Man City already 8-0 jitse so I'm not gonna call but they're thinking that this is a good chance maybe Liverpool একটা draw করবে 3 point নামবে 2 point নামবে and Liverpool just go ahead and win which is huge I think it just cements them as like legit like it's almost champion material Chelsea মতো একটা tough team against away তে যে you win it's a big result
I mean last week বলছি যে লিভারপুল even when they're not in their top gear তারপর ওরা জিততেছে ম্যাচগুলো এবং that's championship material so এই ম্যাচেও তুমি যদি এই ম্যাচটাও দেখো I thought Liverpool was not in their top gear এবং Chelsea actually played really well in second half I thought Chelsea was very unlucky আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে Chelsea should have got a draw যে চান্সগুলো Chelsea লাস্টের দিকে ওয়েস্ট করছে Mason Mount and Batshuayi but even then Liverpool can win from those like after performing like that আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে like না এটা তো kind of like Ferguson era manual মতো like they clinged on to their win
just really quickly on I want to talk about Chelsea midfield so Kante is playing but there's Jorginho is still there তোমার মনে আছে নাকি জানি না লাস্ট সিজন সারিকে পুরা হোল অফ ইংল্যান্ড পুরা নাই করছে যে how are you playing Jorginho and moving Kante but Lampard is playing literally the same way and it seems okay like and all the complaints have stopped as well
true because Lampard British এবং secondly I mean not necessarily I'm বলবো যে Lampard bad manager Lampard a team weaker so people probably give him a free pass I guess you can put
but so Kante you just like this guy is probably like he's so good like he's so talented he definitely you could argue like he's the best defensive midfielder in the world but this is like back-to-back season yeah he doesn't even play in that position anymore like okay literally they've given him more freedom and he's still doing so well this guy's unbelievable and I think it's sad for a Chelsea fan I think there are Chelsea fans listening to this you almost feel like he deserves a better club he's too good to play for Chelsea right
this now. Chelsea I mean
yeah this particular Chelsea yeah.
I mean Chelsea is a big club কাহিনী হচ্ছে চেলসির আরেকটা জিনিস বলবো ল্যাম্পার্ডের প্রত্যেকটা ম্যাচে রিকারিং থিম সেটা হচ্ছে অ্যাটাকিং ওয়াইজ নো কমপ্লেন they're creating chances but defensively lapse of concentration both of the goals were like set piece ঠিক আছে I mean you see it like second goal especially like literally unmarked Firmino 6-year Marcos Alonso nowhere to be found মানে very rookie
আচ্ছা Alonsoর কি হয়েছে I remember Moynier first
he dropped off so much
no
right?
sorry not Moynier I'm thinking Conte first season this guy was probably the best left back in the world
remember Conte like used to play game and Victor Moses right
they were like so good this Alonso drop has been insane I'll give him that
maybe I have need that formation and that Conte
আমার মনে আছে like I was very adamant Spain should be starting Alonso and Anyways. And now starting Alonso ahead of Jordi Alba. Like that was my point, and that.
They're Jordi Alba.
Okay, so moving on. So we have to talk about Manchester United losing 2-0 at West Ham. Before Man U let's talk about West Ham. West Ham, are they legit top 4 contenders?
I think they are, because they replaced Arnautovic with Heller. They have a decent team. Like Declan Rice, Masuaku. They have a decent core of players. ঠিক আছে, এবং ওই প্লেয়ার কোরটা কিন্তু খেলতেছে কন্টিনিউয়াসলি। ইটস নট লাইক যে ওরা টিম অনেক চেঞ্জ হইতেছে। সেকেন্ডলি দেন দে গট হেলার। আমার মতে হেলার আর্নাটোভিচ থেকে ভালো, বিকজ আর্নাটোভিচ ইজ আ ট্রাবল ইন দ্য ড্রেসিং রুম, যেটা হেলার ইজ নট। And then they have Pellegrini as a coach. Pellegrini, he won the league with Man City. এবং I think he's the type of coach that can play good football and easily can, মানে এমন একটা কোচ যার প্রিমিয়ার লিগ পেডিগ্রি আছে। সো আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে West Ham is a legit contender for top 4. I would put them.
So West Ham currently 5th in the league. So a game, if you look at the front three, West Ham, Yarmolenko, Haller, and Anderson. And Anderson. You take this front three and you compare it to, say, Man U front three, which is James, Rashford, and Martial. I would take West Ham in front three. I would definitely take West Ham in front three, because that front three can be scary for most defenses. Our A game to be just if you like see this game, like I mean put a game to almost live Dixie. Like Mark Noble is probably he's one of the most underrated like players of the Premier League in the last decade. Yeah, last 10-12 বছরে. Him along with Declan Rice literally put a midfield control. Like they had like ওরা literally kind of বসায় রাখছে যে you guys, you shall not pass or something. They control the whole game. Manu, like Matic and McTominay had like no chance, like no answer. They were like kids against men, literally. Declan Rice is very good. I must admit, there's no two ways about it. This guy.
I must admit, you didn't rate him.
No, because I mean, like last season, obviously, like Rice and Sean Longstaff, who I also rate. Longstaff is good. Or dujani like eki time utsilo, and there was more people were talking about Declan Rice and less people were talking about Longstaff, and there's obvious a reason. Like Declan Rice at the London club and Longstaff plays for Newcastle, like the Northern
club. Nationality stuff like that. Okay.
And at the time of Declan Rice could have played for Ireland, and he picked England again. So Englander all-star team formation, like he's putting his effort in. Anyways, I just wanted to give a mention to Mark Noble. I think this guy, he's captain of West Ham. He's been there forever. I think I remember Noble's debut even for West Ham. This must have been 12-13 years ago. Yeah, I'm getting old, man. And this guy, yeah, he's been there. It's just, and they love him. And I think as a neutral, you can never say a bad word about Mark Noble. So Manchester United, man, how much of this is on Ole, considering Martial was injured, Pogba was injured, Luke Shaw was injured, and Rashford got injured during the game. Like, I'm probably missing other people who were injured. And so
Ole spent 150-60 million in the transfer window. Did Ole has excuse?
So 150-60 million of the 80 million was Harry Maguire, who played this game.
Don't you think 80 million spending on a defender was kind of crazy? Anyway, আমার কথা হচ্ছে, like he had the fund. I mean, I understand অনেক player injured ছিল, but he had the chance to build something stronger than this. I think he still relies a lot on the academy. Greenwood, where was Mason Greenwood in this game?
Greenwood injured. Sorry, I forgot to mention.
Ooh. That's tough then.
So next game, actually, I don't know if Greenwood injury key update. Martial, I think. Martial is still out. Rashford at least 2 weeks. So next game out of striker হিসেবে কাকে খেলাবে? I don't know. Maybe Daniel James this.
I mean, doesn't matter. Next game Man U হচ্ছে আর্সেনালের সাথে। যারই খেলা গোল দিবে basically.
দুই টিমই পড়বে। I'll let you know. It might end 5-5.
I don't rate Arsenal defense. So.
But Arsenal front line is
No, obviously
well above and beyond Man U front line
I rate them.
So Arsenal front line আসতেছি আমরা
Man City. Let's talk about Man City.
No, wait, I'm not done with Man U. I have a question. So তোমার মনে হয় কি, like how far behind? Before I ask this question, like people need to understand, like only young listeners থাকতে পারে, and a lot of people might think why are you even comparing Manchester United with Manchester City or Liverpool? And because the gulf like difference is huge. Like these players, যদি Man U team না হয়, if this was Wolves, you wouldn't even talk about them with somebody else. And this is a legit, like this is a Wolves type team or an Everton standard team. This team isn't anywhere above them. But amader, like we grew up following Manchester United. We know what Manchester United is about.
Class of 92.
Yeah, that class of 92 airport, they had like
Ronaldo, man.
They had Ronaldo, they had Tevez, they had Rooney, they had Berbatov,
Van Persie. Like they had wealth of talent.
Yeah, and they had like Manchester United are literally like, this is a club, doesn't matter what they had at the start of every season, at the start of every game, you were like, okay, so this is Manchester United. And beating Manchester United was huge. I remember when Man U came to Haraisalam 2012, and I was there. And that was like the greatest day of my life. But now I feel like West Ham fans, like Man U and West Ham fans are probably going, yeah, that was expected.
Football is a cycle. মানে ফুটবলে সবার একটা সাইকেল থাকে, এটাও মানতে হবে.
So how far behind do you think Man U are to Man City and Liverpool?
Well behind. Man U এখনকার অবস্থা হচ্ছে লিভারপুলের ট্রফিলেস সিজনগুলোর মতো, লাইক কেনি ডালগিশ এরা, তারপরে ব্র্যান্ডন রজার্স এরা তো সেকেন্ড হয়েছে লিভারপুল। আই মিন ইভেন ওয়ার্স দ্যান দ্যাট। তো তুমি বুঝো, আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি লিভারপুল যেই বছরগুলো ট্রফিলেস গেছে তার ওই বছরগুলোর সাথে কম্পেয়ার করতেছি, এবং ওই বছরগুলো তো লিভারপুল কম্পিটস ফর দ্য টাইটেল। বেনিটেজ আন্ডারে লিভারপুল একবার সেকেন্ড হয়েছে। আমি মনে করি ম্যান ইউ ইজ মানে বিগ টু থেকে ওয়ে বিহাইন্ড, বাট ম্যান ইউ আই ডোন্ট থিঙ্ক ইজ দ্যাট বিহাইন্ড কম্পেয়ার টু স্পার্স। আমার মনে হয় প্রিটি মাচ সবাই বিগ টু থেকে বেশ কিছুটা বিহাইন্ড আর কি। লাইক
ম্যান ইউর এমন কোন প্লেয়ার আছে would even like get into like Man City or Liverpool?
De Gea?
No.
আসলে
আমি স্পেন ফ্যান,
ম্যান ইউর কোনো প্লেয়ার নাই যে
the only one who comes close is Pogba, but
maybe, but Pogba, even then, the way Klopp plays, I don't think he'd ever take Pogba over Wijnaldum.
You're probably right. Yeah.
He would not take Henderson. He would love to take Henderson because that's the type of player he thrives.
Okay. I'm gonna pick. আমার FLCB তে একটা পোস্ট করছিলাম during the game, and I'm just pulling that post up. Just bear with me. So, okay, so this was like, this is during the game. This is right after West Ham scored the second. By the way, second goal to Cresswell was a great goal, super hit. So Man U front six at that time, defense bad dile. Front six was Lingard, James, Pereira, McTominay, Angel Gomez, like academy 18-year-old, our Fred. This is Manchester fucking United, man. Like, কি টিম এই টিম, এই ছয়জন যদি নিউক্যাসলের ফ্রেন্ড সিক্স হতো, আমি was like, what the fuck are we doing? Like Ashley রে গালাইতাম literally. This is insane. Like কই থেকে কই, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, it's Man U. And the funniest thing was Jose Mourinho, like so Sky Sports funded team Jose Mourinho ছিল, and this is the most hilarious part. This was the most entertaining part about Manchester United. The Sky Sports presenter asked Jose Mourinho, so Jose, what do you think about the future of this team and the manager? So Jose Mourinho question বলে কি, I don't think I'm the right person to answer this question. And ওই যে পুরো ওর ক্লাসিক পর্তুগিজ অ্যাকসেন্টে, তারপরে ওকে আরেকটা কোয়েশ্চেন জিজ্ঞেস করো, তো আবার বলা, I think I'm not the right person to be answering this question. Eta bole like he paused for like maybe 10 seconds and presenter to shala. You know that these guys are so good. Presenter na chup kore 10 second বসে আছে 10 second পরে Jose Mourinho. This team I think is worse than when I was there.
And first of all say I got deservedly sacked. Having said that,
my point was like he's like বলতেছে যে আমার কিছু বলা উচিত না, but যখনই actually like he couldn't help himself, মানে নিজেকে থামাইতে পারে না, মানে like he had to say something. It was like Roy Keane like oh my god, Roy Keane শুনতে it was some, you felt almost bad. Like তুমি বুঝতে পারতেছো এখানে এখন বাচ্চা ম্যানইউ ফ্যান আছে যারা they've only known pain. They know what a Newcastle United fan feels like.
এটি আমি বলতেছিলাম ফুটবলটা কিছুটা সাইকেলের মতো, like Liverpool been there done that, you know. Manu has to probably I mean you had Ferguson, one of the best coach.
But hang on, I have a point to say. Ferguson, this problem did not start with David Moyes. This problem started before Ferguson. The last actually, if you look at Manu, they spent nearly 900 million last since Ferguson left. But Ferguson যাওয়ার আগের সাইনিং গুলো, like you look at Phil Jones কিন্তু Ferguson signing, right?
Phil Jones, Smalling.
Yeah, Phil Jones, Smalling, সব Ferguson signing. I think Ferguson. It's hard to say that Ferguson deserves some blame, but
I think Ferguson deserves some blame. I mean, I will be frank with you, but Ferguson আসার আগের কথা চিন্তা করো, Manu what 7 league title. Manu was probably Everton level.
I think that Manu last Premier League title 2013, that was one man show. Like আমরা সাকিব নে one man show হাসাহাসি করছি. That 2013 was the Robin van Persie, and it was almost solely, and obviously Ferguson, he had a lot of credit, but it was almost solely Robin van Persie. অন্যদিকে Roberto Mancini having a meltdown at Manchester City. But ওই সিজনের ম্যান সিটির স্কোয়াডের ধারে কাছে মেনু ছিল না. ম্যান সিটি still had David Silva, they had Balotelli, Aguero,
Dzeko,
and these people at their peak. Like Vincent Kompany last day কত ভালো ছিল. His peak was like literally 2012, 2013. We peaked like ওই টিমটার সাথে, like if I don't know, Roberto Mancini had a serious meltdown. And Man City should have won that title, hands down. But, Man U got it. Anyway, so let's just quickly do Man City 8-0. It was 5-0 after 18 minutes. Watford ne kichu bolar ache because
I mean Watford FA Cup e Man City সাথে 6-0 তে হারছে, like dismal.
Watford still winless after 6 games.
And the same Watford draw against Arsenal last week.
And Newcastle the week before.
Oh my god, that means 2 point lost. You can consider that.
Don't get me started. Newcastle Brighton at the home 29% possession this week. Watford matro 4 goals, 18 conceded.
Not sure, but okay.
ওইদিকে Newcastle making Brighton look like Barcelona. ওইদিকে Man City 8 goals obviously is big, but you feel like Man City probably wish করছিল যে they could divide these 8 goals up in like the next 2 or 3 games. And this is De Bruyne is something else. Or pasta দেখছিল for I forgot which goal.
I think first cross.
Oh, by the way, 1-0 কিন্তু ওয়াটফোর্ডের একটা ভালো চান্স ছিল 1-1 করার জন্য. We don't know what would have happened যদি গোলটা হতো.
কিছু হতো না 8-1 হতো.
8-1 হলো তো at least Man City যখন Middlesbrough কাছে 8-1 হারছিল before equal it. I have nothing else to say about this game. This game was at least Sterling didn't play. We should quickly talk about midweek games. Man City played today. আজকে আবার Sterling খেলছে.
And he scored today.
And he scored today too. Yeah. So Man City 3-0 away at Preston, I believe. I'm ready to
Preston Norton.
But I haven't seen any of the highlights for আজকের.
আমি আসলে আজকের ম্যাচের হাইলাইটস গুলো দেখিনি.
আচ্ছা আমি গেমটাই খুঁজে পেতেছি না.
Preston Norton.
Oh yeah, so Sterling Norton, but Sterling scored, Jesus scored on our own goal, and it looks like half time it was 3-0 at half time, and then
They take it
Man
easy.
City. Yeah, Man City take it. Oh, Angelino started. Wow, I love.
Angelino, in fact, Watford-এর সাথে আমি দেখছি, so NYCFC rules, huh?
But man, I think NYCFC যত player হারাইছে. I think for me, I was the most hurt with Angelino because I really love that kid. I think when
Harrison.
he was well, Harrison was close. Harrison probably second, but Angelino was literally. I think he was 19 যখন NYCFC তে ছিল. আর ওই সময় first season তখন David Villa বাদে যদি if there was one player you could care about it was Angelino. Anyways,
Okay, move.
Arsenal. Oh yes, Aston Villa, Marakak.
জানতাম. Why am I not surprised? Okay.
I hate Aston Villa. 1-0 থেকে it was 1-1 and then Aston Villa led 2-1 against 10-man Arsenal and we should talk about Aubameyang. Why don't we talk about Aubameyang as literally one of the best strikers in the world? Like give me one good reason. I don't know. Like nobody mentioned like best strikers in the world. Everybody goes like, oh, Aguero, oh, Harry Kane. Like how is Aubameyang any less than Harry Kane?
I don't know. Maybe he played in Germany. That's why.
He's what
Yeah.
Malinese.
He was born in France, by the way. He was from France Academy.
But
Anyway,
American team খেলা ভালো ছিল.
he should have played for France anyway. আচ্ছা যাই হোক. Yeah, I mean, very underrated. I mean, Lacazette to even Aubameyang থেকে underrated, if you ask me. But front three Arsenal really good. I mean, কিছু বলার নাই. যেভাবে ম্যাচটা salvage করছে, it's 10 men নিয়ে against Aston Villa. That's something else. That like they bailed the defense out. আবার, did you see the goals?
হ্যাঁ দেখছি.
Second goal especially. Goalkeeper, I think Leno ball throw করছে একজন মিডফিল্ডে, I don't remember who's somebody কে ছিল, বাট ও কাটাইতে গেছে, দেন ও বলটা লুজ করছে মিডফিল্ডে, দেন মানে ওরা একটা কুইক মানে অ্যাটাক স্নাফড আউট করছে, লেনো বল পাইছে, তারপরে ওরা আবার অ্যাটাকে যেতে গিয়ে আবার অ্যাটাক হইছে, দেন গোল হইছে। মানে হিলারিয়াস আর্সেনাল ডিফেন্স। এভরি উইক আমরা আর্সেনাল ডিফেন্স লাইক এটা মিমের লেভেলে চলে যেতেছে। I mean, already গেছে, so আমার কিছু বলার নেই।
So আমরা Ainsley, Maitland Niles নিয়ে ভালো কথা বলছিলাম, রেড কার্ড।
And then he got a red card.
আচ্ছা আমরা কি পুরা লাইক আমাদের পাওয়ার, আমরা নিজেদের পাওয়ার আমরা বোধহয় নিজেরাই জানি না। So Aubameyang again, like winner, is this guy is something else. I'll be honest with you. Huge fan. আর Aubameyang আমাকে আমার ফ্যান্টাসিতে হাজার
কথা বাইরেছে এখানে।
Last season আমার ড্রাফট জিতাইছে Aubameyang, man. This guy single-handedly saved me. Arsenal had a game today too for Nottingham Forest 5-0.
And they play with a bunch of reserves and
I mean teamটা দেখি না actually. I know it was 5-0. So কাদের এনে খেলছে দেখি, line up টা দেখি। Oh, Mustafi played.
That says it all.
Ozil played কি বলো?
Ozil is the sub player for them. এটা তো মানতে হবে, Ozil is their sub player. Ozil starting 11 player না। So
by the way, Arsenal left back আজকে ছিল Kieran Tierney. I really rate this guy. তুমি যদি সেল্টিক ওর খেলা দেখছো না আমি জানি না।
Oh, হ্যাঁ, Kieran Tierney, yes.
So Scotland there was a debate যে Tierney better নাকি Robertson better. And we know everybody, Liverpool fans will tell you like Robertson is the best left back in the world right now. So Tierney he's good, trust me. This guy, give him a little more time. He's still quite young.
I think he's 21 or something. 22. Anyway,
and Arsenal also, আমি গোলগুলো দেখি না, but Gabriel Martinelli, he's Brazilian, and he's also like highly talked about Arsenal.
I haven't heard of him, but yeah.
No, I mean
Reece Nelson.
He's a kid. Like I think he might be 17 or he's 18. Martinelli, yeah. So Arsenal front line is something insane. So they have Aubameyang, Lacazette, two legit proper
striker
number 9. And they have this guy Martinelli in the background who's 18. Pepe to Ase. Pepe, I'm talking about just strikers.
Okay, just yeah. striker. Okay.
Yeah, and they still have Ceballos, Mesut Ozil.
Yeah, all these.
They have oh shit, how do I forget his name? Fuck. Year কথা ভুলে যেতেছি।
Okay.
আরে মেনু থেকে যারা আনলো লাইফ
না, মিখিতারিয়ান তো রোমাতে এখন।
মিখিতারিয়ান রোমাতে, right? Yeah, see. Moving on. Tottenham.
You shouldn't forget Tottenham.
Is Pochettino getting sacked? ওরা আজকেও হারছে কোলচেস্টারে গেছে তাই না
Colchester gets hurt as disgusting, like literally. I mean,
পেনাল্টিতে হারছে তো
it doesn't matter. You should beat Colchester. It's freaking Colchester. And,
no disrespect to Colchester fans listening to this podcast.
I'm sorry, man, but
I'm pretty sure অনেক Arsenal fans এখন Colchester fans.
Arsenal beat Nottingham, which better team.
So yeah, penalties হারছে. Eriksen and Lucas Moura missed penalties.
Oh man.
Son goal দিছে, Dele Alli goal দিছে, Eric Lamela goal দিছে.
That means they had a good squad in that. আমি ভাবছি যে like ওরা probably অনেক reserve নিয়ে খেলছে আজকে। যদি এরা সবাই penalty নিয়ে থাকে, that means they played a lot of good players in that game and still lost. I don't think they should sack Pochettino. I mean, this is too early anyway.
Nah, I don't think so either.
Let's be honest. What's going to happen? ওরা যদি নতুন কোচ আনে, sack করে কারে আনবে? Poch took them to Champions League final. That's like a trophy for Tottenham itself.
Market value of Colchester United 2.1 million.
Oh my god. The point proved, Ricky.
Harry Kane earns that. Harry Kane তো 250 পায়, so he earns that much in 8 weeks. Harry Kane 2 মাসে যা টাকা কামায় literally.
Also, like they lose to Leicester.
আচ্ছা তোমাদের এখানে কি হইতেছে? খালি অ্যাম্বুলেন্সের শব্দ?
I think fire.
Oh, hope everyone's okay.
Your favorite New Year firefighters. আচ্ছা যাই হোক, they lose to Leicester on Saturday.
So yeah. Colchester result now. I got distracted. So Leicester, that was a big result for Leicester, and Tottenham looked very, very shaky. Like obviously the VAR decision.
Yeah, I mean we kind of VAR very like I think that was what millimeters.
But the Harry Kane finisher was good.
I mean that pass, that build up, that finish, everything was good about that goal.
Yeah. James Maddison is a really
Maddison. I was about to say Maddison.
And also we should talk about Hamza Choudhury. This guy
is probably one of their top 3 best players in this season.
He was on the bench too. Like he came off the bench.
This week he was on the bench, but ও কিন্তু প্রত্যেকটা ম্যাচ খেলছে এবং he was really good every game. এবং I think Madison's goalie Hamza probably win the ball back or something. মানে Hamza is really a good boxer.
Hamza was he made the assist.
He made the assist. Okay, that's
yeah.
Hamza is a very good boxer.
Like 2-3 minute, like it was his second or third touch after he came on.
Hamza is a very good box to box midfielder. কোনো মানে tackling, passing. He's an all midfielder. এটাই Madison, I don't think Leicester will keep him soon. Madison will be gone next year.
Leicester did a quarter. Like they sold Mahrez, they sold Maguire, they sold Kante.
Yeah. Vardy, only one. Remains.
Yeah, but then Vardy was 29.
He's 28.
32, 33 now. 31, 32 something. Like age played a factor.
So Leicester, তুমি West Ham নিয়ে যেটা বলছিলা, আমি তোমার Leicester নিয়ে সেম কোশ্চেন করব. Legit top 4 contender Leicester City.
I think so also because I think manager কথা চিন্তা করতে হবে. Brendan Rodgers, he's been there, done that. And I think West Ham or Leicester squad compared to I think
Leicester probably better.
And I think Leicester should be kicking themselves. Old Trafford Haratania. I think
they didn't go for it at all.
Yeah, that was very sad. Yeah. Like right now, literally Manchester United is there for the taking. Like you should realistically, like if you have Manchester United coming to your home, you should be thinking about 3 points. And if you go to Old Trafford, if you're Leicester, and if you don't come away with something, I think that's that's points lost in my opinion. Like we're literally at that level. Leicester are Man U level, like sort of. It's at Leicester's squad. Like you look at Leicester midfielders at the back.
Thielman, NDD, দুইজনই actually I would rate them anybody except Pogba. মানে যদি আমি রাখতে like Man U যে কোনো midfielder উপর রাখবো.
And the thing with Pogba is like it depends on which Pogba plays.
Which Pogba shows up if it's the
exactly. So
Pogba always liability in defense. So it is what it is. Table.
So we went through everything. Let me just see if there was any other games worth talking about. Everton lost at home 2-0. I think Marco Silva, this guy's on the verge, by the way.
Yeah, because Everton Leicester same level of team.
Yeah, that's about it. Well, Wolves is in big trouble as well.
Wolves
We
have,
should
but Wolves at
mention.
least got a draw, I think, this week, right?
No, Wolves got a draw. 94th minute equalizer or something
Hmm.
against Crystal Palace.
And Wolves
But
is playing European
but
football, so that's a thing we have to মানে এই জিনিসটাও
yeah,
মাথায়
that's
রাখতে
true.
হবে।
But
Europa League.
Wolves are Watford, still the only two winless
Hmm.
teams left in the league. Bottom three হচ্ছে Aston Villa, Wolves, Watford, Newcastle 17th.
No,
Everton is 14th,
okay.
considering যে টাকা স্পেন্ড করছে আর যেখানে তোমার ওয়েস্ট হ্যাম 5th, লেস্টার 3rd.
Leicester
Everton
আজকে, by the way, Leicester আজকে 4-0 তে জিতছে। I don't remember against whom, but in the League Cup.
লিগ কাপে লেস্টার আমাদেরকে পেনাল্টি হারে, সো স্যাড।
Okay.
আর না সিরিয়াসলি যে সিজনে লেস্টার 3rd after 6 games, West Ham 5th after 6 games, Everton fans must be thinking like, hey, we should be up there too.
হ্যাঁ, I mean, আমি তো বলছি এভারটন ওলভস এর সাথে স্কোয়াড ওয়াইজ হাউ মাচ ডিফারেন্স লেস্টার ওয়েস্ট হ্যাম হ্যাজ একই লেভেলের টিম।
Wolves আমরা হয়তো একটু overrate করি sometimes, but
Probably.
definitely Everton. Like Everton, they spent so much money last 3 years.
Moyes টিম অনেক প্লেয়ার কিনছে। I mean,
IOB.
হ্যাঁ আয়ো
Yeah, so
Anyway.
that's something we might need to look at. At the top of the table, you have Liverpool, obviously 5-point lead over Man City. Arsenal in their favorite 4th position. And you have Tottenham, Man U in 7th and 8th. And Chelsea in 11th.
I mean, they're all 8 points, so
So we're almost over. Well, we're over an hour. So Amra, Italy, Milan derby. Let's do this really quick.
I mean, I saw
তুমি
the
তোমার
highlight.
point বলো। আমার actually I have a very big point I want to make, but তুমি বলো সমস্যা নেই।
I mean, about the game, Inter was dominant from the start to the end. আমার মনে হয় মানে এই ম্যাচে এসি মিলান doesn't look convincing at all. আমি আবারও বলতেছি like Gattuso এরাতে মিলান was better. They looked better. I think they need time with this new coach এবং আবার same like they should have sticked with Gattuso. আমি এখনো মনে করি এবং Inter মানে Inter was an easy game for them. 2-0 কোনো মনে হয় না Inter would draw that game. Inter was on top of Milan the whole game. What's your point?
Yeah, so to be actually, you sort of mentioned my point. I'm like, what was the point of getting rid of Gattuso? I honestly don't understand.
I think the problem was Gattuso himself doesn't want to continue. আমার মনে হয় এটাই main problem ছিল. Because Gattuso, you know the guy. He's the type of guy যে way too honest about himself, you know? I mean,
I feel
he's
like
a feisty guy, but he probably felt like he let the team down.
So AC Milan 12th after 4 games. I know it still was very early, but if this carries on, I think AC Milan with like they have new stadium coming as well. All of these
Both
things.
of them.
Yeah, both of them, of course. But they need to be back in the Champions League.
I mean,
soon, very
they have
soon.
been spending money too because এই বছর
They have
তারা
been spending.
ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল ফেয়ার প্লে এড়ানোর জন্য আই থিঙ্ক এসি মিলান ইউরোপা লিগ ফোরগো করছে বিকজ they would have been investigated for financial fair play if they played in European competition. So এই জন্য তারা এই বছর because they wanted to spend more money এই জন্য তারা ইউরোপা লিগ give up করছে which I think was a very stupid decision.
You think so, bro? It's Europa League. Europa League ওরা seriously জিতবে আমার মনে হয় না. Like if they don't have the team to beat.
That's your only other way. I don't think Liga fourth মতো I don't know. There are a lot of teams that could be fourth in Italy এবং অনেকেই AC Milan থেকে convincing লাগতেছে. So I don't know how. It's hard.
So first of all, Europa League, you remember, like there's Arsenal already as Man U are there too. And Sevilla as a Champions League থেকে আর 8টা টিম আসবে. And teams like Dortmund নামতে পারে.
Inter.
Dortmund, Inter, who knows, maybe Barcelona. So maybe even Real Madrid, who knows. So a lot of things can happen, and maybe Salzburg যদি ভালো করে তখন নাপোলি or Liverpool ধরা খেতে পারে ওইদিকে. And Salzburg নিজেরাই তো they're very good. So and Leipzig আছে. So yeah, I don't think this Milan team cannot compete against like এতগুলি টিমের নাম বললাম. আমি মিলান আমি সেরিয়া তো দেখি না, but I watched this game. Like I don't think this team can compete. আমি যা দেখছি over out of this 90 minutes.
It's like watching Man U play in England. Clueless.
So I think if this carries on, I would be looking at different options for management.
I'm not convinced with this manager at all. যদিও 4 game, but still. Anyway, Napoli 4-1 against. Come on, Brescia was it?
So Brescia.
No, Lecce 1, Napoli 4. And you know who scored? Your favorite player, Fernando Llorente. 2 goals.
I told you, man. I love this guy, man. He's like 35 or something.
Yeah, he's 35.
Yeah.
আমি আবার বলতেছি Napoli strike offense deadly. They scored 4 goals against Fiorentina, 3 against Juventus, 4 goals this game. প্রত্যেকটা ম্যাচে 3-4টা করে গোল দিতেছে এবং আমি সিজন শুরুর আগেই বলছিলাম যে নেপোলি is going to score goals.
Okay, let's just move on. Let's quickly Juventus দুইটা গেম আছে actually. Juventus ওদের আজকে একটা
Hellas
game
Verona first game I think.
Yeah, and so both games in fact are 1-0 down থেকে 2-1. Against Hellas Verona it was Ronaldo with the penalty. Aaron Ramsey first goal for Juventus. আজকে they were 1-0 down again and they beat 2-1 with আমি আজকে কোনো খেলাই দেখি না actually. It was Pjanic.
সাথে ছিল হ্যাঁ
Pjanic with the winner আর একটা own goal. ইটালিতে কতগুলি ডনারুমা আছে? AC মিলানে দুইটা আছে আজকে প্রেসের একটা গোল.
This Donnarumma brothers is playing in both
Milan.
of them play in it. Both of them play in Milan? I'm not so sure. I thought one of the brothers.
মিলানে দুইটা ডনারুমা আছে. I know
I
that.
think একটা brother shifted out. I don't know. Remember? So it's like Hazard brothers, you know, or Lukaku brothers. Sorry, not Lukaku. Pogba brothers.
Interne কিছু বলার আছে they're looking
were top, but আজকে যেহেতু
Juventus played one more game though. Inter only one goal conceded this season so far after 4.
Forget Inter bought Godin. এবং Godin I have watched Godin Milan against এবং so far যতটুকু পারছি he looks like he has been playing there for like 30 years. কোনো problem হয় নাই. He doesn't it looks like he went to another Atletico Madrid. এত easy ছিল ওর জন্য transitionটা.
I think Godin is I think we're both big fans of Godin, and Godin is the type of player I think England as slow he would have done very well. Or Spain he conquered Spain like
I think
one.
Conte is also the type of coach that probably can work with Godin.
Yeah, I think I'm very impressed. I have to say, even though I hate Inter because we hold Calcio.
I get it.
I really don't like Inter, but I have to admire what he's done with Lukaku signing Alexis Sanchez, Godin,
Lukaku
and then
even told himself like Lukaku got much more leaner. If to me Lukaku looks like he dropped some serious weight after he joined.
Yeah, I'm a Manu level. See, we didn't mention because I'm I want to mention Kusi, but yeah, Manu considering.
I mean, arguable. See, they didn't have bought someone who is a Lukaku's replacement.
Which is very crazy.
They could have just go for Icardi, you know.
And that was sort of like you have to blame Solskjaer for that because Solskjaer was the one.
That's why I'm Solskjaer defend করতে পারি না.
No, Solskjaer is indefendable. Like Solskjaer Valverde, like it's like dumb and dumber.
I don't know.
But it's Valverde দুইটা league title আছে. Anyways, let's quickly just do Germany. We're heading on over 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay. This has been the longest podcast.
Okay. Bayern. Let's start with Bayern. Bayern played against Cologne. Cologne was a relegation battle team, second division থেকে আসছে, so it was comfortable for Bayern. First half, Cologne created some chances, but it was an easy win. I mean, we expected it. Cologne is no match for Bayern. Good thing is Coutinho scored and assisted. He looked really happy in Bayern. And Lewandowski has a great start. First 5 games, I think he equaled the record, or more 9 goal but 10 goal. I feel like it. 9 goal, I think. He scored every game. মানে এখন পর্যন্ত প্রত্যেকটা খেলাতেই গোল দিছে Lewandowski. So it's good. I mean, I think Bayern last year থেকে better in terms of like personal. Everybody settled down well. Leo was actually in the hat trick and he gave away that penalty to Coutinho. Coutinho-কে ও দিছে penalty নিতে. So that was another good thing to see. Also Bayern কিন্তু number 1 না. Number 1 হচ্ছে RB Leipzig এবং Leipzig আজকে এই উইকও জিতছে away to Bremen 3-0. Leipzig this season, I mean, they had a Champions League game against Benfica 4 days ago. So coming back from that and to win যেটা জার্মান টিমগুলোর প্রবলেম, বায়ার্ন ইভেন ডর্টমুন্ডের এই প্রবলেম আছে, লাইক দে ক্যানট মানে কনজিকিউটিভলি 2 গেম, নর্মালি তারা চ্যাম্পিয়ন্স লিগে ভালো খেলে, লিগে এসে ম্যাচ আপ করে। সো দ্যাট ওয়াজ আ বিগ উইন, এবং লাইপজিগ গট আ রেড কার্ড ইন 64th minute somebody, but still then they looked fairly comfortable in that game. So আমি বলছি Leipzig would be the biggest contender for against alongside Bayern for Bundesliga this year. And if Leipzig can pull it off, Nagelsmann, I have to give him credit. And Dortmund drew against Frankfurt 2-2.
Sancho scored.
Sancho scored, but Witsel was the player again. Witsel, he scored and assisted. But Dortmund, going forward, Dortmund niye kono complaint nai. Dortmund Barcelona should have scored 3-4, but except that game. But Dortmund, defensively Dortmund's going to concede. এবং ডর্টমুন্ডের প্রবলেম, এই প্রবলেম রয়ে গেছে চ্যাম্পিয়ন্স লিগ থেকে লিগে আসলে বা লিগ থেকে চ্যাম্পিয়ন্স লিগে গেলে, দে ক্যানট ক্যারি দ্যাট ফর্ম। এবং এই বছর
even Hamels আসার পরে is not being
the problem was Hamel got injured before the second goal, and that's I think defensively Dortmund probably better than last year, because Akanji is a good defender, Hamels is a good defender, but they have to keep themselves fit too. I mean, Hamels or Akanji injured hole, I think Dortmunদের second center back যেটা Toprak, I don't rate the guy. If one of them get injured, I think Dortmund is in trouble. Axel Witsel কোনো replacement Dortmunদের এখনো নাই. I think if Witsel plays, Dortmund is okay. Witsel না থাকলে, I think Dortmund will struggle in that game. Always was.
All right, so finally, Neymar FC. Okay, I'm just
disrespect,
kidding. So PSG. PSG 1-0 over Lyon. Actually, it's a big win actually, because Lyoনের
সাথে কিন্তু PSG record বেশ খারাপ, even with all the stars.
Yeah, so it was Olympic Lyonতে খেলা ছিল, in fact. And Neymar saved PSG's ass again, literally 87 minute goal.
It was a well taken goal. I mean,
it was a very well taken goal.
Very good goal.
Yeah, so
running away with the league, I feel like PSG again, which was not surprising. Everybody expected it. Are you surprised যে প্রত্যেকটা লিগে, I mean, Italy, Germany, Spain with the table so far?
I think England, I'm more surprised. I think I was.
How? Spain?
Well, at Bilbao maybe. Granada, like the thing is, Bilbao,
I mean, it's early
Spain
days.
will reset.
Obviously, Barcelona.
The thing is, Spain reset করবে, Germany reset করবে, and Italy to actually fight যাবে. Italy to Inter or Juventus will fight, and Napoliও থাকবে. I believe that.
I truly think Italy would be very interesting this year. I wouldn't be surprised.
Italy would be very insane. Very interesting.
I think Napoli has that stability this year. Among Conte as a coach in Italian league, it's a very good bet to have.
I think England. I'll tell you why I'm surprised. But England, first of all, I mean, like জীবন expect করে না যে লিভারপুলের 5 point lead থাকবে after 5 games. Secondly, like, yeah, I know, I understand, like having
this English league is the version of Spanish Liga 11, 12, 13, where two teams.
And I understand যে Leicester on paper, even season ageo, like you could argue that Leicester on paper had a very good squad. Brendan Rodgers, I would think a Man U or Solskjaer,
Chelsea
guy who got relegated, and Chelsea transfer ban and everything. But I still expected top 6 would still be last season a top 6. But I legitimately think Man U top 6, I struggle. I honestly struggle. Chelsea, I struggle. Tottenham to complete disaster as এখন.
If Man U sack Solskjaer, who is going to take over?
That's a very good question. Like, honestly, Man U,
I don't really see a manager who is tailor fit for Man U in the market.
The thing is, Man U, because they're Manchester United, they will get a lot of suitors. Like, it won't be difficult for them to get managers in. I think there's a lot of people who will be willing to take it. I honestly think other continental manager যাওয়া উচিত. And someone like...
And you missed out on Klopp.
Oh, but Klopp though, like, old story. But yeah, someone like Unai Emery, I really think even if it is someone Unai Emery is going defensively.
No defense. What's defense?
Like, clueless. I think I'll tell you somebody. I think maybe well, Allegri might be a good option.
Okay, yes. Allegri maybe, that's the only option. Mourinho is out of question because Mourinho is gone. So Mourinho ছিল
I think the
Real,
other
Real
option,
যেমন Real যেমন wait, Real কিন্তু Allegri could be an option. I'm just saying Allegri is not a bad option for anybody. It's Allegri.
Yeah, and I think Allegri. I think there's another option, but I think that might be an option for Real Madrid, maybe.
Wenger.
And I don't know. Wenger, yeah. So I think obviously Wenger menu যেতে হবে না. So
না, এটা impossible. এটাই বলতেছি ম্যানুর অপশন খুব কম।
and manual option come. And again, honestly, Allegri ki a squad like mid-table England, maybe they will, because at the end of the day, আমরা জানি, আমরা 90s আমরা 90s এ বড় হয়েছি, so we know what is Manchester United. They're literally like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United. That's it. Like the world their biggest club. You could make an
Milan.
argument. Nah, I'm talking about fanfare and everything. I think you can make the argument that Manchester United is even bigger than Real or Barca, because
ম্যানু বার্সার থেকে বিগার ছিল, I would say.
in terms of merchandise or in terms of brand,
ইভেন ওই গার্ডিওলা আসার আগ পর্যন্ত আমি ম্যানুরে বার্সার উপরে ইজিলি রাখবো।
so ওই menu থেকে এখন is sad, but it's also hilarious because I don't like Manchester United, but yeah, I think manager pabe. And do they really want to go like maybe they want to try someone like Eddie Howe from Bournemouth, or
I think they try David Moyes, and
I think Eddie Howe is better than David Moyes. I don't think David Moyes even
Moyes-এর রেকর্ড কিন্তু খুব ভালো এভারটনের, you can't deny that.
Moyes Evertoner হয়ে relegation of fight করছে অনেক, so it's not Moyes Evertoner.
I think Manu need a pedigree, a manager with pedigree. I think that's Manu. Except if he's যেটা Solskjaer করছে, because he was a club legend or something.
Well, Solskjaer was the wrong person, hands down. And I don't think club legend like the Giggs, Gary Neville, like
I get it, but everybody has this fixation that he's gonna be our next Guardiola or Zidane, because everybody see Barcelona, Real Madrid, what they did with their club legend.
Simeone.
Yeah, but Simeone, এই টাইপের আর কি। Anyway,
actually Simeone, if he ever leaves Atletico, I think Simeone would be perfect.
Ever leaves, that's the thing. We're talking about realistic options, not
realistically the only good one. There's Allegri. I mean, if Allegri did the Hona, there's always Big Sam.
এত বাজে অবস্থা এই লেভেল।
I'm just kidding. Nah, I'm trolling. Okay. I think maybe Zidane too, if Zidane gets sacked. Yeah, even if Zidane gets sacked, maybe Zidane can take over. But Zidane is
Zidane mentally prepared for another club. Dare I say it? Anyway,
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, we chatted enough.
Maybe Rafa Benitez.
Benitez is good. Benitez is much happy in a less intense league in China. Anyway, I think that wraps up.
Ajay, thank you, Orvid.
Okay, thank you. তাহলে আবার দেখা হবে next week. কথা হবে. Okay?
Next week Man U Arsenal prediction.
Man U জিতবে 4-2.
Man U
Man U তো কোনো স্ট্রাইকারই নাই. Oh my god. Wait,
Arsenal on goal. David Luiz on goal দিবে।
David Luiz agent David Luiz would do the job for them. 3-1 Man U. আমি মনে করি Man U জিতবে.
I think Aubameyang, like I said, I think he's injured. I think it depends on Unai Emery. I think Unai Emery needs to, or if they go for it,
they will win.
They will win, yeah.
They will concede, but they will win.
And that's a wrap. So again, thank you for listening all the way to the end. You guys are awesome, of course, as usual. The absolute best. And again, leave a like. Bye for now. See you next week.